The Life of the Buddha, Part 2. Encounters and Teachings that Changed the World. He did not build temples. He awakened hearts. 1. The gentle strength of the awakened one. After his enlightenment, beneath the Bodhi tree, the Buddha did not disappear into seclusion. Instead, he returned to the world, not to conquer it with power, but to transform it with compassion and wisdom. For 45 years, the Buddha walked the dusty roads of northern India, teaching tirelessly. His words were not abstract or mystical. They were simple, clear, and practical, meant for everyone, from kings to beggars. 2. The Grieving Mother, a lesson on impermanence. One day, a woman named Kisa Gotami came to the Buddha, carrying the lifeless body of her child in her arms. Her hair was tangled, her eyes desperate, begging the Buddha to bring her son back to life. The Buddha gently told her, "Bring me a mustard seed from a household that has never experienced death." She searched the entire village. Every home had mustard seeds. But when she asked, "Has no one died here?" the answer was always the same. Yes, we too have lost someone we love. As the sun set, Kisa Gotami returned, not with a mustard seed, but with understanding. Through her grief, she had seen the truth of impermanence and became one of the Buddha's earliest enlightened followers. Through suffering, the door to wisdom can be opened. 3. Angulimala. The murderer who became a saint, Angulimala, was feared as a ruthless killer who wore a garland of severed fingers. But one day, he crossed paths with the Buddha. As the Buddha walked calmly, Angulimala ran after him with the intent to kill. Yet, strangely, no matter how fast he ran, he could not catch up. "Stop!" Angulimala shouted. The Buddha turned and said, "I have already stopped. It is you who have not yet stopped." Those words pierced Angulimala's heart. He fell to his knees, tears streaming down his face, and asked to follow the Buddha. No one is born evil. Even the lost can be led by light. 4. The Buddha and Kings. Teaching leadership with compassion. Many kings sought advice from the Buddha, but instead of teaching strategy or power, the Buddha spoke of kindness, patience, and fairness. To King Bimbisara, and later King Pasenadi, he taught, "Rule like a father cares for his children. Govern not for fame, but for the well-being of the people. True happiness in a kingdom begins with the peace of the poor." King Pasenadi later became a devoted lay follower, living simply and respectfully. Only one who has mastered himself is fit to rule over others. 5. Teachings that transcend time. Truths of mind, suffering, and liberation. The Buddha's teachings were not theoretical. They addressed the everyday struggles of human beings. On suffering. Suffering is real, but it has a cause and it can end. On the mind is the forerunner of all things. It creates your world. On impermanence, everything passes. Peace is not in holding, but in letting go. Enlightenment, he taught, was not escape from the world, but freedom within it. Like a lotus rising from the mud unstained, so too can one live untouched by the world. 6. Women in the Dharma. The door to equality opens at a time when women were considered incapable of spiritual progress. The Buddha allowed women to ordain, beginning with his aunt and foster mother, Mahapajapati Gotami. He taught, "It is not male or female cell that determines awakening, but the purity of the heart, the clarity of the mind. His Dharma broke barriers of caste, gender, and birth. To him, all beings carried the seed of awakening. 7. The inner journey of each person. As the years passed, the Buddha spoke less and listened more. He didn't offer miracles or promises of heaven. He smiled gently and said, "Be a lamp unto yourself. Do not rely on anything but your own awakened mind. Your mind is the Bodhi tree, and your suffering is the gateway to insight." 8. Today, do you still hear his voice? More than 1,500 years later, the voice of the Buddha still whispers through the noise of modern life. When you are weary, he reminds you, "It's okay, just awaken a little more." When you fall, he says, "Do not fear pain. It is the teacher of the wise." When love brings pain, he gently teaches. To love without attachment is true freedom. Conclusion: the path is still open. The Buddha's life did not end in death. It lives on in every mindful breath, in every act of compassion, and in every step free from craving. You don't have to go to a forest or leave the world. You only have to turn inward, where a Buddha still sits in silence, waiting for you to awaken.